Right now, your heart just skipped a little because a notification popped up. You didn't decide that. Your brain did it for you, automatically, the same way it's been doing for a very, very long time. Here's the wild part. That jolt of alertness isn't a modern glitch. It's older than smartphones, older than cities, older than agriculture itself. So here's the question this video actually answers. Why does a brain built for surviving lions and empty grasslands still run the show today, thousands of years after the danger disappeared? And here's a twist you're not expecting. By the end of this, you'll realize your brain isn't broken. It's just extremely, extremely late to update. Let's go back to the beginning. About 300,000 years ago, early Homo sapiens were walking around East Africa in small groups, constantly scanning the horizon. Every rustle in the grass was a decision point. Predator or wind, food or threat. The brains that survived were the ones that reacted fast and asked questions later. That's not poetry, that's biology. Researchers studying the amygdala, the almond-shaped alarm system sitting deep in your brain, have shown it fires before your conscious mind even catches up. You feel afraid a split second before you know why. Think about that. Your brain was built to protect a body running barefoot through tall grass, and it never got the memo that things changed. But here's where it gets stranger. That ancient alarm system didn't stay simple. It evolved a second trick, one that's still running your life today, and you've probably never noticed it. Around 70,000 years ago, humans start leaving Africa, spreading into completely unfamiliar landscapes: ice, desert, dense forest. New dangers everywhere, and the brains that made it through weren't the calmest ones. They were the twitchiest, most suspicious ones. That's the part people miss. Evolution didn't reward relaxed. It rewarded paranoid. Here's what makes this so important. That paranoia is still installed in you, right now, in 2026, sitting in a chair, worrying about an email that hasn't been answered yet. Okay, but fear and suspicion are only half the story. There's a completely different survival tool your ancestors developed, and it has nothing to do with danger. It's about being liked. Let's jump to around 15,000 years ago. Agriculture hasn't even started yet, but something else has: status. Archaeologists digging at sites like Sungir in Russia found burials loaded with thousands of hand-carved ivory beads, buried with people who clearly weren't equal to everyone else in the group. That's status anxiety, carved in ivory, 14,000 years before Instagram. Your brain didn't invent caring what other people think of you. It inherited it. Groups that tracked social rank survived better, because in a small band of 30 people, being kicked out wasn't embarrassing. It was a death sentence. So when your palms sweat before a work presentation, that's not weakness. That's a 15,000-year-old alarm system going, if this group rejects you, you die out here alone. Except now, out here is a Tuesday meeting. Same, honestly. I'd also rather face the mammoth. Here's the moment everything flips, though. Because right after your ancestors figure out status, something enormous happens. Something that should have made all this old wiring obsolete. It didn't. Around 12,000 years ago, farming shows up. Civilization, writing, cities, all of it stacks on top of a brain that was finalized way before any of that existed. You're basically running ancient software on modern hardware, and nobody ever patched the code. That's why a scarcity mindset kicks in even when your fridge is full. That's why doom scrolling feels like staying alert, even though there's no predator on the other end of that screen. Your brain can't tell the difference between a lion in the grass and a scary headline. Threat is threat. It reacts the same way. Here's a detail that really nails this down. Psychologist Paul Rosen studied disgust responses and found people will refuse to drink juice from a brand new, never-used bedpan, even when they know, logically, it's perfectly clean. Logic loses every time, because the part of your brain making that call isn't the smart part. It's the old part, the cave part. But hold on. If fear, suspicion, and status are all ancient leftovers, what about something even more basic? What about the simple act of falling asleep at night? Turns out that's ancient too, and the way you sleep right now would look completely broken to someone from a few centuries ago. Historian Roger E. Kirch spent years combing through diaries, court records, and old medical texts, and found something strange. Before artificial light took over the night, people didn't sleep in one solid block. They slept in 2 shifts. A first sleep, then an hour or 2 awake in the dark, praying, thinking, talking, sometimes visiting neighbors. Then a second sleep until morning. That gap in the middle of the night wasn't insomnia. It was normal. It was the default setting. Here's what's wild. When modern researchers put people in rooms with no artificial light for weeks, their sleep naturally split into the exact same 2-phase pattern. The old rhythm was still sitting there, waiting, underneath decades of electric light bulbs and phone screens. So that 3 a.m. wake-up you panic about, the one you Google at midnight convinced something's wrong with you, for most of human history, that was just Tuesday. Your brain isn't malfunctioning, it's remembering, and that's the pattern over and over in every single one of these stories. Fear, status, sleep. None of it is a glitch. It's a fossil still running live, inside your skull, right now. Here's the last twist, the one that actually changes how you'll see yourself after this video. Every single irrational reaction you've ever judged yourself for, the overthinking, the jealousy, the 3 a.m. wake-ups, the panic over nothing. Every one of those was once the smartest possible move a human could make. It kept someone alive long enough to become your ancestor. So, here's the full picture. 300,000 years ago, fear kept you alive on the savannah. 70,000 years ago, suspicion kept you alive in unfamiliar lands. 15,000 years ago, status anxiety kept your ancestors inside the group. A few hundred years ago, your sleep still split itself in 2, right on schedule, without a clock in sight. 12,000 years ago, civilization exploded, and the brain never got the upgrade. And right now, tonight, that same wiring is deciding how you feel about a text message that hasn't been answered yet. That notification that made your heart jump at the start of this video, that's not a modern problem. That's a caveman flinching at a rustling bush, just wearing a different costume. You're not living in the cave anymore, but something in you never really left it. Maybe that's not a flaw. Maybe that's just what it means to be human. Carrying an ancient survival machine into a world it was never built for, and somehow still making it work. If this kind of thing fascinates you, there's a lot more where it came from.